A massive and dangerous storm system is brewing, its swirling clouds stretching for hundreds of miles and casting an ominous shadow over the heartland. Meteorologists have been tracking this system for days, watching as it gathers strength and intensity, fueled by a potent mix of warm, moist air from the Gulf and a powerful jet stream overhead. The atmosphere is primed for severe weather, and the signs are unmistakable. Towering cumulonimbus clouds, rapidly dropping pressure, and a sense of unease settling over communities in its path. This storm threatens millions across a vast 2,500-mile corridor, with its reach extending far beyond what most spring storms deliver. The sheer size and scope of this system mean that entire towns and cities, from rural farmlands to bustling urban centers, are at risk of experiencing damaging winds, large hail, and potentially devastating tornadoes. The danger zone stretches from Texas all the way to the Great Lakes, encompassing a diverse swath of America's heartland. States like Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, and Michigan are all bracing for impact, with local officials urging residents to take the threat seriously and prepare for rapidly changing conditions. Meteorologists are on high alert, warning of a significant tornado outbreak fueled by charged, unstable air. The ingredients for severe weather are all coming together: warm, humid air at the surface, cold, dry air aloft, and strong wind shear. This volatile mix creates the perfect environment for supercell thunderstorms, the kind most likely to spawn long-track, violent tornadoes. The Storm Prediction Center has issued heightened alerts for strong, long-track tornadoes. This is not a typical spring storm. Emergency managers are coordinating with local agencies, and weather experts are urging everyone in the path to review their safety plans and be ready to act at a moment's notice. Communities are racing to prepare, especially with memories still fresh from a deadly outbreak just days ago. Many families are still recovering from recent destruction, and the emotional toll is evident as neighbors help each other board up windows, gather emergency supplies, and check on the most vulnerable. As night falls, the risk escalates. Nighttime tornadoes are especially deadly, often hidden by darkness and rain. The cover of night makes it nearly impossible to see approaching danger, and the sound of sirens echoing through empty streets is a chilling reminder of the threat lurking in the darkness. Everyone in the risk zone must stay alert, keep phones charged, and have multiple ways to receive emergency alerts. Weather radios, smartphone apps, and local news broadcasts are all critical tools for staying informed as conditions can change in an instant. The scale is immense. Over 10 states are bracing for impact as powerful upper-level systems clash with warm, unstable air. This collision is expected to unleash a barrage of severe weather, with the potential for multiple tornadoes, widespread power outages, and significant property damage. This is a classic high-stakes tornado setup, and forecasters are watching with extreme concern. Every radar scan, every new data point is scrutinized for signs of rotation or rapidly developing storms, as the window for warning the public can be just minutes. The next few hours could be life-changing. Vigilance is critical. As the storm approaches, families are urged to take shelter, stay informed, and look out for one another. In moments like these, preparation and awareness can make all the difference between tragedy and survival. Tonight, the highest risk zone for severe weather stretches across a broad swath of the Midwest, with particular focus on parts of Illinois and Indiana. These states are at the epicenter of a volatile weather setup, where atmospheric conditions are aligning for potentially dangerous storms. Meteorologists are sounding the alarm, urging residents to pay close attention to rapidly changing forecasts and warnings. In this region, a level 4 out of 5 moderate risk has been issued by the Storm Prediction Center, a rare and serious designation that highlights the potential for widespread, impactful, severe weather. This level of risk means that not only are severe storms likely, but they could be particularly intense and long-lasting, with the potential to cause significant damage and disruption. Cities like Joliet, Peoria, Bloomington, and Rensselaer are directly in the bullseye tonight. For residents here, the threat is not just theoretical. Strong, long-track tornadoes are likely, capable of traveling for miles and leaving a trail of destruction. These communities are bracing for the possibility of large hail, destructive winds, and sudden power outages, with emergency plans being put into action. Chicago, one of the nation's largest cities, and millions more across the region are under an enhanced risk. Here, the threats include not only tornadoes, but also damaging straight-line winds and hailstones large enough to shatter windows and damage vehicles. Residents are being urged to secure outdoor items, review their safety plans, and stay tuned to local alerts as the situation evolves. But the danger doesn't stop in the Midwest. The severe weather threat extends far to the south, reaching into Texas cities like Fort Worth, Abilene, Del Rio, and Wichita Falls, as well as Lawton in southern Oklahoma. These areas are also facing the risk of powerful thunderstorms, with the potential for tornadoes, damaging winds, and flash flooding. The sheer size of the threat zone means millions more must be on alert. Even outside the highest risk areas, vigilance is crucial. Cities like Dallas, Detroit, Indianapolis, Kansas City, Oklahoma City, and Tulsa are all under threat tonight. While they may not be in the direct path of the most intense storms, conditions can change rapidly, and severe weather can develop with little warning. Residents are advised to monitor local news, have multiple ways to receive alerts, and be ready to act quickly if warnings are issued. It's important to remember that a slight risk does not mean no risk. Dangerous storms can strike anywhere within the threat area, sometimes catching communities off guard. Tornado sirens, emergency alerts, and lightning strikes are all reminders that severe weather respects no boundaries. Everyone in the region should have a plan and know where to seek shelter if conditions deteriorate. The driving force behind this outbreak is a potent combination of Gulf moisture surging northward and powerful jet stream energy sweeping across the central United States. This clash of warm, humid air and fast-moving upper-level winds is creating a vast atmospheric battleground, primed for explosive storm development. Meteorologists are closely monitoring these ingredients as they come together, knowing that even small changes could have major impacts on the ground. What we're witnessing is a multi-state siege of severe weather, with storms marching across state lines and impacting communities hundreds of miles apart. Emergency vehicles are on patrol, families are taking shelter, and local officials are coordinating responses in real time. No community in the path can afford to be complacent. Preparedness and quick action can make all the difference tonight. Whether your city is under a level 4 moderate risk or a level 2 slight risk, the message is the same. Take this threat seriously. Prepare emergency kits, review your family's safety plan, and know where to go if a warning is issued. Local officials are working around the clock to keep residents informed and safe, but personal responsibility is key. The geographic spread of this severe weather event makes it especially challenging for emergency responders, who must be ready to act across multiple states and cities at a moment's notice. Tonight, preparation is not just recommended, it's non-negotiable. Stay alert, stay safe, and take every warning seriously as this dangerous night unfolds. Why is this outbreak happening now? It's the result of a perfect collision. A dynamic upper-level storm system moving out of the Rockies meets warm, moisture-rich Gulf air. This classic setup, cold, dry air clashing with warm, moist air, creates explosive instability and wind shear, the ingredients for supercell thunderstorms and tornadoes. The powerful jet stream adds rotation, making long-lived, violent tornadoes more likely. Early March is peak transition season, when winter's chill battles incoming warmth, prime time for tornado outbreaks in Tornado Alley. The atmosphere is primed, and recent deadly storms have left the ground saturated and communities vulnerable. With little change in weather patterns, another potent system is now tracking the same path, amplifying the risk. Just last week, a severe weather outbreak produced at least 23 tornadoes from Texas to the northeast, leaving devastation in its wake. 8 lives were lost, and communities like Union City, Michigan, and Kinmundy, Illinois, are still reeling. Homes were reduced to splinters in minutes, a stark reminder of nature's power. The emotional toll is immense, as survivors now face another, even more dangerous threat. That event proved tornadoes can strike anywhere, and the difference between life and death is often seconds. The lessons from that tragedy must be applied now. Heed warnings and have a plan. Today's system is even more potent, and the stakes are higher than ever. Today's storms can unleash intense, long-track EF3 or stronger tornadoes with winds over 165 mph, enough to obliterate well-built homes and toss vehicles. Supercells are also producing grapefruit-sized hail, already reported in Illinois, capable of shattering windows and punching holes in roofs. For anyone caught outside, hail this size is life-threatening. The combination of tornadoes and massive hail creates chaos. Sirens may be drowned out and buildings weakened before the tornado even hits. Communities may face simultaneous tornado and hail threats, compounding the danger. These are not just forecasts, they're happening now, and more storms are expected tonight. The energy fueling these storms is immense, and the destructive potential is real. Everyone downstream must take immediate action to protect themselves. Preparation is your best defense. Start with a family emergency plan before storms strike. Identify your safest shelter, a basement, storm cellar, or an interior room on the lowest floor away from windows. Build an emergency kit with water, non-perishable food, flashlight, batteries, first aid supplies, weather radio, medications, and essentials for pets or infants. Know the difference. A tornado watch means prepare. A tornado warning means act immediately. Don't wait for visual confirmation. Seconds count. Secure outdoor items, fill your gas tank, and charge devices before storms arrive. Review your plan with everyone in your household. Preparation when skies are calm can save lives when chaos erupts. Stay informed and ready to act at a moment's notice. Your actions now determine your safety later. When a tornado warning is issued, you must act instantly. Every second counts. Don't go outside to look for the tornado or try to film the storm, no matter how tempting it may be. Tornadoes can form and strike with little warning, and being caught outside is extremely dangerous. Move quickly to your designated safe place. This could be a basement, a storm cellar, or an interior room on the lowest floor of your home or building. Avoid windows and exterior walls, as flying debris can shatter glass and cause serious injuries. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Cover your head and neck with sturdy objects like a helmet, heavy blankets, or even a mattress. Protecting these vital areas can make a critical difference if debris enters your shelter. In large buildings, seek out interior hallways or small windowless rooms. Stay away from open spaces like gyms, auditoriums, or cafeterias, as their wide roofs are more likely to collapse during a tornado. Vehicles and mobile homes offer no protection from tornadoes. If you're in one, leave immediately and get to the nearest sturdy building. Even a short run to a safer structure is better than staying put. If no building is available, your best option is to lie flat in a low-lying ditch or depression, away from trees, vehicles, and power lines. Use your arms or a jacket to shield your head and neck from flying debris. Remain sheltered until officials confirm the threat has passed. Don't leave your safe spot just because the wind dies down. Tornadoes can change direction or be followed by additional storms. Remember, tornadoes can be followed by more severe weather, including heavy rain, hail, or even a second tornado. Stay alert and be prepared for changing conditions. Keep your weather radio or emergency alert system on at all times for the latest updates and instructions from local authorities. Information can change rapidly during severe weather. Your immediate response and preparedness can save your life and the lives of those around you. Practicing tornado drills and knowing your plan ahead of time makes all the difference when seconds matter. After the storm, hazards remain: downed power lines, sharp debris, and unstable structures. Wear sturdy shoes and be cautious as you assess damage. Check on neighbors, especially the vulnerable, but avoid entering heavily damaged buildings. Communicate with loved ones via text to keep lines open for emergencies. Listen to local updates for recovery information and shelter locations. Document property damage with photos before cleanup for insurance claims. Recovery is a long process. Be patient and support your community. Accept help and offer it where you can. Community solidarity is key to rebuilding after disaster. Tornado outbreaks often bring flash flooding. Torrential rain can quickly overwhelm cities and low-lying areas. Urban centers like Chicago face acute flood risks, with streets turning into rivers in minutes. Remember, turn around, don't drown. Just a few inches of water can sweep you away. If your basement floods, have an alternate shelter plan. Sometimes the lowest level isn't safest. Floodwaters complicate rescue and recovery, hiding debris and downed lines. Stay alert to both tornado and flash flood warnings. Know all the risks for your area. Only by understanding the full threat can you make the safest choices for your family.